Right then, Dishonored 2, the sequel to Arkane Studios' 2012 hit stealth title. Dishonored is a stealth action game in a steampunk setting, giving it a unique twist on the genre. That and all the weird supernatural powers and stuff, but we'll get to that later. Dishonored 2 takes place 15 years after the events of the first game. Emily Caldwin, the young girl from the first game, is now grown up and ruling as Empress, alongside her father and royal protector Corvo Attano, the playable character from Part 1. Part 2 takes the player out of Dunwall, following Usurper taking the throne and forcing either Corvo or Emily into hiding, depending on who you play as. You travel to the oceanside city of Karnakas, a fishing town where you have to scour the streets to find your targets to work your way back to regaining the throne. I want to start off by saying that this is a really great game, from the unique setting, gameplay and visual art style, which looks very comic booky and helps the player get drawn into the world. It looks like a cross between Skyrim and Borderlands, but the game at its core feels more like early Hitman titles than anything. However, this game isn't perfect, mainly in terms of graphics. While the game may look stunning initially with Karnakas' beautiful Mediterranean-like aesthetic, the game's engine seems like it's struggling quite a bit, with the frame rate dipping quite significantly at times and many textural, clipping and shading issues. The gameplay is very fluid when you level up your abilities and get the hang of the controls. It becomes almost balletic, tying moves together, switching between powers and weapons while sneaking through a Clockwork Mansion. Speaking of which, the level design is fantastic, taking more of a sandbox approach to each mission, giving you the true freedom over how you play. A mission heavily featured in the promotional material for the game was the Clockwork Mansion, which is one of the most enjoyable missions I've played in a video game for a while. Both Emily and Corvo have separate powers, with Corvo pretty much having the same as the previous game, but Emily is where the new additions come from. Her powers are more reminiscent of characters like Spawn or Swamp Thing, where she can lash out a tendril-like extremity and move quickly from place to place, a bit like Corvo's blink ability. She can also change her form into a gas-like amorphous creature and splay her enemies. A bit morbid, but quite satisfying when done right. It also has a fantastic voice cast, with such talents like Sam Rockwell, Rosario Dawson, Robin Lord Taylor, Pedro Pascal and Vincent D'Onofrio, to name a few. In all honesty, I don't have much else to say, so I'm going to end it here. It's a great game, very much a natural continuation from the first, but its main flaws lie in its graphical issues, with shading and textures being two of the main culprits. But I would say definitely give this a look at some point. It's well worth your time, but perhaps wait for a sale. Christmas is just around the corner anyway. So that's it, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more reviews like this one. I'm going to get to work on my Watch Dogs 2 review later in the week. Come back to see if that's worth picking up. Or don't, that's more of a suggestion than anything. Would be nice though. You can find me on Twitter at BenMJDBrammer, which is also linked below. Alright, ending the video now. Maybe I'll put something funny here or say something funny. Probably not. The video's actually going to end now.
Wubble-up-a-dub-dub! Morty, that's my catchphrase, remember?
Take care and I'll see you next time.